Oh man, well, the drama's back. I think we can safely say. What about that? I mean, a real throwback to last season in some respects. Full time, Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. Thank goodness, Arsenal top of the league. But wow, did they make hard work of it. Wow, was that quite the grandstand finish. I mean, I had the feeling going into the game that this might be a bit of a banana skin. It's just there's two such big games on the horizon. Porto, obviously in the Champions League. I'm hoarse from singing Waka Waka, basically. Porto in the Champions League, Man City, a couple of weeks away now, obviously, the next league game. And all this talk of,
Let's do this, James.
Thanks, man. Les, I can only agree. But all this talk of what's the best result for Arsenal tomorrow? We're going to be top before Liverpool, City. You can't ever look past this game. I'm not suggesting Arsenal did for a minute, but
Let's do this!
I think it's hard to escape a bit of that. It's a classic trap game, right? It's a classic trap game. Now that said, this was a really good Arsenal performance in some respects. Lots of intensity. Yes, we didn't force Flecken into a ton of saves, but we dominated the game. Got the goal through Declan Rice. Brilliant header, lovely Ben White cross. We'll return to Ben White and his crossing shortly. And Arsenal, they weren't cruising, but they were comfortably in front. Then we get to half-time, and on the stroke of half-time, a massive error from Aaron Ramsdale. And I've got to say, I do feel for him, because this is, unless David Raya is injured or suspended, in all likelihood his last appearance for Arsenal, and it was marred with an inexplainable error, really, a really poor mistake, and I'm sure he'd be the first to admit it. It looked like it wasn't even a heavy touch, he just delayed too long, closed down by Wissa. They probably looked at Ramsdale in the reverse league game and thought they might be able to get him. Well, they did. I don't know if it's rust, but it's a bad error. In a game where he had been looking pretty confident. And suddenly your mind goes back to last season, Southampton, moments like that. Reece Nelson comes on, you're thinking, could we get a recurrence of Bournemouth? And it's Kai Havertz. It's Kai Havertz who gets the winner. Brilliant header. Ben White on the overlap. The time wasting from Brentford was absolutely horrendous. Just eating up the clock time after time. The referee kept letting them get away with it. But we punished them in the end. Ben White, lovely clip cross. Havertz, what a header. The power he generates. Bang. Keeper gets there. Thanks, man. Oh, hey. But so power it generates. Hey, man, you're right. Keeper gets there but can't keep it out. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. And just bedlam. I'll drop in actually what happened when that goal went in the net. Yeah, and Arsenal hold on. 7 minutes added time, end up being about 9. But saw it out relatively well. Kai Havertz, what a moment, I don't think there are many doubters really left about him now, but I think that is his moment of the season. This is the moment where he's truly arrived. A crucial goal. Winners in both games against Brentford. If it weren't for Kai Havertz, we'd be 6 points worse off from these two fixtures. And I'm not sure there's another Arsenal player in the squad, maybe with the exception of Rice, who could meet a header in an attacking area like that. Obviously you've got Gabriel Saliba, but they're unlikely to be in the box at that point in time. Yeah, he tacked the ball brilliantly. Brilliant cross. What a right back Ben White's becoming. Not bad for a guy who's sort of put out there in pre-season as a bit of an experiment. He's developed into a top class fullback. So there we go. We survive. Aaron Ramsdale's blushes are spared. He'll be a very, very relieved man. And in fairness to him, he made 2 important saves. I think we should say that. You know, one from Tony, long range effort, and one from a header, quite close range effort, which was a decent chance for Brentford. You know, Ramsdale, I mean, I don't think his performance today reopens the goalkeeper debate. If anything, it probably closes it. But it's a testament to his character, the way he recovered. And what I would say probably is his mistake, as painful as it was for him and as painful as it was for all the fans in the ground, probably made Mikel Arteta's half-time team talk very straightforward. You know, there's been a lot of talk this season about Ramsdale. He's been a popular guy in the dressing room. Well, if Arsenal love him as much as they say, they needed to win this game for him, and they did. And how many times have we said that about this team? When a player makes an individual mistake, the team so often bail them out. That's a real testament to the spirit in the camp. Oh, I am absolutely knackered from that. Let's chat about a couple of other players who impressed me today. I've got to say, I thought Gabriel was brilliant. He was on a booking from quite early on, and he played so aggressively and with such passion without ever overstepping the line. That's really difficult to do, and that is a sign of a mature player. You know, we signed a young defender in Gabriel.
James.
Hello, mate, you right?
Let's do this.
Thanks, man. Let's do it indeed.
Excellent. Everything's brilliant.
And he has matured into a really outstanding centre-half. Brilliant. Odegaard, amazing, obviously. You know, Arsenal were just so relentless. Rice might have won it with that extraordinary 30-yard effort. Look, it doesn't matter. It went in the back of the net. We got the win. I think it's now our best ever winning run under Arteta in the Premier League.
Let's do this!
Love you, James. Which is great. Yeah, I think let's talk about City and Liverpool. I'm clear on this. I want Liverpool to win that game. I know a draw keeps Arsenal top, most likely. Well, definitely on goal difference. But I want Liverpool to win, because when I look at this league, I look at the squads, I look at the fixtures left. City are the favourites, guys. City are who we have to beat. If we finish ahead of City, I think we'll win the league. That's my opinion. Liverpool are a great side. I just think they're fighting on, you know, was 4 fronts, now 3. They've got tough games. And City have got easy games. Once they get through this little spell, once they've played us and Liverpool and Villa, they get through that in good shape, they will win it. So I think I want Liverpool to win tomorrow. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. That's quite a sort of cringe YouTube thing to say, but I'm not thinking straight. There we go.
60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again.
I think he said all there is to say. And there's been a lot of let's do this today, a lot of happy people, so that's great. I love it. I hope you enjoyed.
Do this! Come on!
I hope you enjoyed it wherever you are.
We're gonna do this!
We're gonna do this. It's less catchy.
Go on, James!
I love you too, guys. Okay, I love those guys. I don't know who they are, but they're, you know, if they love me, I love them. Right, I better go. I need a drink. Bye.